So today we are going to make some delicious Honey Hennessy wings, and those are baked. And we're also going to make some mashed taters with scallions and garlic and some baked corn on the cob just because that's freaking delicious. I got the wing recipe off of blackpeoplesrecipes.com. It's called The Best Baked Barbecue Hennessy Wings, and I just decided to add my own little flair to it to make it my own. As far as the potatoes and the corn, that's just how I like to make them. So, of course, we had to add more than just wings to the dish, so I chose these as my side dishes. Now, before we start, make sure that you preheat your oven to 425 Fahrenheit. Get your potatoes. It depends how many people you plan on feeding. Obviously, I'm not having a whole giant party here, so I think I have about 8 potatoes here. And make sure you wash them, otherwise the dirt is still going to be on them. It's going to taste gross. You're going to be able to taste it in your dish, and you really don't want that. And it's just good to get the germs and shit off of there, because ain't nobody want to eat that. However, if you are a fan of the taste of dirt, then go ahead and start cutting them up right out the bag. Who am I to judge? Whether you like them clean or dirty, after that, you are going to chop them up into little pieces because the smaller they are, the faster that they are going to cook. Then you want to get a big pot to fit however many that you're cooking and fill it up with water. And make sure you sprinkle it with some salt because that'll just add a little bit of flavor right off the bat. And put it over on your oven and let it boil. Now get your wings out of the package and please rinse them with warm water. Otherwise, yeah, I am going to judge here. That's pretty gross to just throw the chicken in the bowl without rinsing them off. So make sure you get off all those chicken germs and then place them in the bowl. And, of course, wash your hands once you're done dealing with the raw chicken. Next, you're going to grab some buttermilk and you're going to pour it all over just to give it a nice little coating, and make sure that you toss it around so that it all gets fully coated and so that all the seasoning will stick to it properly. Then the recipe calls for 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, but I put 3 in because I was making basically double the recipe. And of course, I'm going to put a shit ton of garlic in there. Put a little bit of seasoning salt, not too much. Some smoked paprika. And mind you, I don't really measure out. I just put however much looks like is good enough. So then I put the onion and the black pepper. And just basically whenever I feel like I've sprinkled enough, then that's enough. Oh, I also threw in some pink Himalayan salt in there too because that shit's delicious. And then you're just going to mix it all up to make sure that everything's evenly coated. You got all the seasoning and everything on there all nice and evenly. Then you're going to get your pans out, and if you're like me and you like to clean things up very quickly instead of spending hours scrubbing pans, just put some tin foil on there because that's going to make your cleanup a whole lot easier. And also spray with your little non-stick cooking spray. And watch out for the little kitchen gremlins. Again, as you can see, his little tail is wagging. He's trying. He's really trying. But sorry, Freddy. Place them on the pan and make sure that they are evenly separated. If it looks like there's any little naked spots, just get some of the the coating from the bowl and paint it on the top and put them in the oven. And you are going to cook them for 25 minutes on each side. Little kitchen gremlin, he really, really wants some of these. And back to our potatoes, because our water is now boiling, we can pour those in there and boil them for about 30 minutes. Now you're going to want to chop up your scallions, separating the whites from the greens. And I just prefer to put them in different bowls until it's time to use them in the recipe, because it just keeps things a little bit neater in the kitchen and it makes me less stressed out. Less stress, less mess, the better. Then we're going to take some butter and put it in the microwave and melt it, because we're going to use that to put on our corn. Don't forget to flip your chicken 25 minutes in and bake for another 25 minutes on the other side, or you'll probably be very sad. Now we're going to take the melted butter and we're going to take little pieces of tin foil and we're going to put our corn in there, because we're going to use it like a little packet when we're baking it. But make sure you throw your seasonings on it, whatever you would like. I put garlic, onion, what else did I put? Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, all over it. And make sure you just spread them around so that it gets all over the corn and there's no places that are missing flavor. When you're done with that, you can go ahead and throw them in the oven along with the chicken and bake for 30 minutes. And we're going to start on our sauce, starting with putting in the barbecue sauce, if I get this shit open. And again, the recipe calls for a half a cup, but I wanted extra sauce, so I'm doubling it. So I'm putting in a whole cup of this Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Delicious. Then go grab some brown sugar. My favorite is dark brown sugar, just because it makes it a little bit, I don't know, just more tasty. It's tastier than just the normal brown sugar. But if you like normal brown sugar, then just use normal brown sugar. And I'm going to put a whole cup of this into the saucepan that I have that already has the barbecue sauce in it. Then put your sugar to the side. Make sure you close it because you don't want ants getting in there or anything. Put that in with your barbecue. And oh, here's the good part. What? We're going to put some Hennessy in there. Yes. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. So I'm going to put a half a cup in there, and I'm just going to use my half of my 1 cup because I don't want to dirty another dish. I got enough dishes to do. Now this next step is optional, but if you want to, go ahead and take a shot of your Hennessy just to taste out your ingredients, you know. Then light your stove. I would say put it like on medium, and don't do like I did and catch your sauce on fire. Obviously, alcohol is flammable, so be very careful. And if you see it starting to catch fire, like you see in this lovely demonstration, then make sure you turn the heat off and remove it from heat, and it should stop being on fire. But it turned out well despite me almost burning my house down. God damn. And on a whim, I thought, this would taste even better with honey in it. So I grabbed the honey that I have, that's Manuka honey, and just put a big dollop in there and mixed it all in. Once your potatoes are soft, drain them, and then put them back into the pot. Put in some sour cream. And watch out for the kitchen gremlin. I'm going to put in a little bit of milk too because it helps add to the creaminess. Definitely some butter. We like them nice and buttery. Our scallion whites. And then some black pepper just because we like everything around here to be real flavorful. Can't forget the garlic. You know, I love my garlic. So, oh, and my pink Himalayan salt. Love that shit. It's so good. Then we're going to pretend like we're in the olden days and have no electricity and we only have a hand potato masher because, quite frankly, I just didn't feel like getting out the electric mixer because I feel like this potato masher does it well enough so long as you cook your potatoes thoroughly to where they're nice and soft. Add in like half of your scallion greens. And keep mushing the mix and make sure it's all nice and creamy and fluffy and potatoey. Then when your chicken is done cooking on the other side, you're going to take it out. I mean, unless if you want to set your house on fire, which I do not recommend. So take your chicken out, and I have the corn still in there because I had another like 7 minutes left on the timer for that one. Make sure you get a big ass bowl because this is where you're going to put your wings. Oh my God, look at those beautiful wings. And still, my little kitchen gremlin just wants all that food. He's a little hungry boy. He'll eat anything off of the floor, so his nickname is Dyson. But yeah, put all of your wings into the bowl because this is then when we are going to pour our sauce all over them. And, oh, watch. Oh, look at that. So good. That's like, oh, and it smelled so good. I wish I had smell-o-vision so y'all could smell this. But you're going to mix them up and make sure you get them evenly coated. And what's next? Then we're going to put some more scallions on top of them because, like I said, I love me some scallions and they look good as a garnish. Then we're going to get out our plates and place our wings on there. And we can't forget our potatoes. Look at that. Nice and fluffy. Yum, yum, yum. And then, oh no, we're forgetting something. Oh, more scallions on top, of course. I told you. Then you pour some of the sauce that's left over on the bottom right over the top too to make them extra, like, saucy. Then we got to get our corn out. And we're going to take that corn and we're going to take it out of its little package. And then we are going to put that on our plate. Like so. Ooh, that's steaming hot. Add some more scallion greens on top of the potatoes if you like, and eat up and enjoy.